Today I will be showing you how to beat hooking up with Custi. There's 3 key factors you want to know about this vertical jumps, so that if you let go too late, you'll always have left or right momentum. And also, another thing is that you can add the momentum to jumps to the hook momentum. So if you time it as you go downwards so that you jump at the same time, you get more momentum like that. And other thing you want to know is letting go slightly after the robot is usually max jump height. For this one, you want to avoid getting max jump height because your die to do slightly less than max, and then turn left here. Your die to that spike up there. So this jump is very inconsistent. What you want to do is do a loop-de-loop, go to the bottom left, and as you're almost back in the center, you want to let go, and then go to the right side like this. Post-production here, so when you're doing loop-de-loops and swinging, as you're moving to the left, you usually hold left, and when you're moving to the right, you usually hold right. So something you can do is you can drop down here if you don't have enough momentum to go all the way here. This jump is just 90 degrees. You could go down here, then you could do like a 180 degree jump here. That's more 135 degrees. Do these few jumps. Don't mess up the triple spike. Here you want to make sure that you're in the radius and drop onto the block on the right. Jump here and immediately hook and go to the right. But don't go max height, otherwise you go too high. So you want to go slightly less than max height here. And here you're doing another loop-de-loop, and then you reach the bottom right, and as you're swinging back towards the center, you want to let go. Here is just a precise jump. You just have to do like this precision. You want to not hold this as long so you can make it in this hole. Jump up here, and here is a slightly less than max height jump. You want to time this so you're slightly less than max height or you die to those spikes. And jump over these. And this is one of the hardest jumps in the level in my opinion. So what you want to do here is you want to make sure you have ice momentum before you hook up here and then swing to the left. You want to swing basically 90 degrees on the bottom here, like that, like a triangle. Okay, for the post-production for this one, you want to not hold right on the left side of the swing, otherwise you get too much momentum. And you want to make sure that you touch the ice before you swing, because you need that momentum added. Here you just have a few max height jumps, nothing too special here. And make sure that if you fall down here, what you want to do is you want to make sure you go back to this ground here, because if you keep on the slope, you get the slope momentum while swinging, and you don't want to do that while in the air. So just do these max height jumps. Like this. And then you can make it here. Post-production here, to get more height for these, as you're falling down, you want to grab as late as possible so you can go down as much as possible before you let it go like that. Here's the block boost from earlier, but it uses a red orb, and this is just very hard. You have to basically do almost max height. Actually, basically max height for this, otherwise you go too short like that. And other thing is on this red orb, you want the arrow to be pointed directly center or slightly left. I see it can actually work. There we go. See, you can be slightly left, because I was going to the left and I didn't die. So here's one of the easiest jumps. Hold left here, as you're about to go on the diagonal, jump into the hook, go to the top left, then after you go back to the center, let go and hold right. Here you have another block boost. This one's especially tricky because it depends on your vertical momentum for when you press right before that orb. Something I'd recommend is try to get the exact vertical momentum in practice each time so you don't mess up like when you have to press right, because otherwise you have to react to it. There we go, and bounce on this orb. Here you want to jump on ice, do a loop-de-loop, then hit the bottom right ice block like this. And this is a max height block boost here. If you can get max height here and then hold right, you'll always make it into the hole. And also with this one, if you don't go too high up, always feel free to go back left, because this checkpoint is the hardest one and you don't want to die here. There we go. See, you can hold right to use that wall to line yourself up. Here you want to go left to the ice, hook like around here, and then let go when you're swinging back from the bottom right of this circle. Like this, yeah. And this one, you want to swing and loop-de-loop, then go to the bottom left, and as you're going upwards, let go to and normalize yourself with no momentum. Here what you want to do is you want to hit this top ice block here as you're swinging after a first loop-de-loop. Then your second loop-de-loop, you want to hit this block here, and then when you're almost at the center, you want to release like this. What you want to do here is you have to have momentum before you jump onto this hook, hit the right ice wall, then hit the bottom left ice block there, and then as you're going up, do a slight right press, otherwise you die to a ceiling. Otherwise you get stuck down there. And here, make sure to be careful because there's a block here. This one luckily doesn't have a fixed hitbox, so you can just pass through it. So here we just have 3 block boosts, and remember, look at your arrow to see if it's centered, and make sure to press left. 1 block boost 1, done. Block boost 2. And all of these vertical tunnels, you just have to time the left or right press. So if you go too high, you die to that spike. Here you want to walk on the ice block, jump so you can do a loop-de-loop, and then bounce off the ice block into the sky like this. You want to do the same thing here, but the other side. And these jumps are pretty much free. They're just red orbs and max height hook boosts. Just like... And then you beat the level. So if you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like and subscribe. Otherwise, if you dislike it, dislike the video.